The doorbell rang at 11:30 a.m. Two police officers stood on my porch, a tall man with a mustache and a younger woman with her hair pulled back. The male officer asked if I was Mrs. Anastasia Hawkins, and I confirmed. He introduced himself as Officer Dominic Scott and his partner as Officer Paula Haynes, explaining they needed to discuss something important. Inside the living room, they declined my offer of coffee and got straight to the point. They were here about my husband, Marcus. I told them everything was fine, explaining he had just left for work that morning. Officer Paula exchanged glances with her partner before explaining the issue. They'd received a missing person report for Marcus filed by his mother, Cecilia. Missing? That's impossible. He kissed me goodbye at 7:30 this morning. Officer Dominic opened his notepad and explained that according to Cecilia Hawkins, she hadn't heard from her son in 4 days. When she called his workplace yesterday, she was told he hadn't been there all week. That can't be right. Marcus goes to work every day at Meyer & Associates. He's been working on a big project. Paula countered that they had already checked with Meyer & Associates, who confirmed Marcus hadn't been to the office since last Thursday. I tried calling Marcus immediately, but it went straight to voicemail. I explained to the officers that there must be some mistake. Marcus had been leaving for work and returning home on his normal schedule, even talking about his workday during dinner. When Dominic asked about the previous day specifically, I described how Marcus came home at 6:15. We ate lasagna, and he mentioned a client meeting running long. Paula asked when I last spoke with my mother-in-law. I told her about Sunday when we were supposed to have dinner at her house, but Marcus said she canceled due to not feeling well. Paula informed me that according to Cecilia, that dinner was never scheduled, which left me confused. The officers asked to look around, and I showed them our bedroom, including Marcus's toothbrush and clothes. When Paula asked about his passport, I opened the desk drawer where we kept important documents. The passport and birth certificate were both missing, though I explained they had been there just last week when I paid the bills. After a radio call, Dominic told me another officer had spoken with our neighbor Christian Rogers, who had seen Marcus loading bags into his car last Thursday afternoon. When I protested that was impossible because he was at work, Dominic insisted the neighbor was certain about seeing him at 1 p.m. on Thursday. I called Marcus's office and asked for his assistant, Kimberly. She sounded surprised to hear from me and revealed Marcus hadn't been in since requesting personal leave the previous Wednesday for a family emergency. Officer Dominic began suggesting they needed to check financial records, carefully approaching what he was implying. You think he left me? That's ridiculous. We've been married for 6 years. Everything's fine between us. I checked our joint bank account on my phone and saw the balance was only $843. Last week, it had over $32,000, our savings for a house down payment. I showed them a transaction from Thursday. $31,500 transferred to an unknown account. There must be a mistake, I whispered. Our credit card statements showed purchases at a luggage store, Men's Warehouse, and a rideshare to the airport in the days before he disappeared. Dominic asked if Marcus had family in other states or friends abroad. I mentioned his college roommate in Costa Rica, whom Marcus had visited last year. Paula noted they would need that contact information. After the officers left, my friend Kimberly rushed over. She gently asked if Marcus had said anything unusual lately. I told her he had mentioned a promotion coming up and that we'd soon be able